Today we will going to learn about polynomial function and polynomial equation. Now, what is polynomial function? A function can be written as fx equal to this one, where this is an algebraic polynomial whose degree is n as a0 is not equal to 0. Now, if fx becomes equal to 0, then this polynomial function becomes an equation. That is, this polynomial function is equal to 0 of degree n, where a0, the coefficient of x to the power n, should not be 0. Now, we know that an equation is equal to 0 means the equation can be converted into factors. Now, how many factors we can have in polynomial of degree n? Definitely there has to be n factors, because each factor will give you the value of x. Obviously there is n number of factors, n number of n is the degree of the polynomials, means n number of factors. So we can write this polynomial equation as n number of factors, as say the roots of this polynomial equation is alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha n. Means this can be written as, I am taking a0 as common, obviously, and it can be written in terms of factors like x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 into x minus alpha 3 x minus alpha n equal to 0. Got it? That means the same equation, I am taking this one as number 1 and this is as number 2. Means these two equations is identical equation. Why? Because we can convert this equation into factor form as equation number 2. A0 cannot be 0, so it is not equal to 0. Which one will be 0 then? Each factors will be equal to 0. Understand? So this polynomial equation can be written as this one. Now we are going to learn about how the roots are related with the coefficient of different power of x. How these roots are related with coefficient of different power of x. We are going to learn about that. It can be easily understood, or it can be easily converted into that form. How? We will see. I am just commenting it. See one thing. If we multiply this thing, so we can have this multiplication as a0. Take every x, so it will be x to the power n. Now, if you take only minus alpha 1 from this factor and rest x from these factors, so it will be x to the power n minus 1 into minus alpha 1. Okay. Similarly, if you take minus alpha 2 and from rest factor if you take x, then it will be minus alpha 2 x to the power n minus 1. Hence, you can say that there are what n terms of x to the power n minus 1. So what are those terms? You can write those terms as minus summation of alpha I, where I is I equal to 1 to n x to the power n minus 1. Understand? Similarly, if you take two factors at time, say alpha 1 and alpha 2, minus minus becomes plus, and from rest factors if you take x, then it will be x to the power minus 2, because this is 2 terms and rest terms are n minus 2 terms. So it will be alpha 1 alpha 2 x to the power n minus 2. Similarly, if you take alpha 1 and alpha 3 and from rest factors if you take x, so it will be what? Alpha 1 alpha 3 x to the power n minus 2. Hence, if you take all those two terms, roots, and from rest factors x, then it will be equal to plus summation of alpha I alpha j, where I is less than equal to j and I started from 1 up to n. So it will be x to the power n minus 2. That means you have taken here sum of root taken 1 at a time. Here you have taken sum of root taken 2 at a time. And similarly, you can go on with sum of root taken 3 at a time, sum of root taken 4 at a time. That means next term should be summation of alpha I, alpha j, alpha k, x to the power n minus 3, where I should be started from 1 and corresponding to this one. It can be written like that. Ultimately, what will be the last term? The last term will be minus, all minus should be multiplied, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha n. That means you should write here product of all these two roots. That means it should be written as, this is the sign of product. In mathematics, we should use some notations to make it simple and to make it short. So this is the sign of product. The product sign should be written like pi. So it is I equal to 1 to n alpha I. It means that it is the product of all alpha. Now the question arises, what will be the sign with this term? The sign will depend upon the n, because you have multiplied n number of minus. If n is even, it will be positive. If n is odd, it will be negative. So for better or to be safe, you should write here minus 1 to the power n, and it will take sign according to the what number n we take. Understood? This is equation number 3. Now very interesting thing you will get after comparing 1 and 3. Now compare 1 and 3. These two are same equation, identical equation. So if you compare it, what will you say then? It can be, if you compare it, I'm just, omitting this one. And I'm taking a0 again common from here. Xn to the power n, a1 by a0, x to the power n minus 1, plus a2 by a0, x to the power n minus 2, plus dot dot dot, a to the power n minus 1 by a0, sorry, a n minus 1 by a0, x, and last term should be an by a0 equal to 0. Now compare. I am taking this one as one number and this one 3. Now compare these two. You will find a very interesting thing. As this one and this one is same, because it's identical equation, so we can have one thing, that value of a1 by a0 equal to this thing. That means you can write here a1 by a0 can be written as minus summation of alpha I, where I equal to 1 to n. Means summation of alpha I equal to 1 to n can be written as minus a1 by a0. Similarly, summation of alpha I, alpha j, that is I equal to 1 up to n, can be written as plus a2 by a0. And the last term, that is product of all root started from I equal to 1 to n alpha I, can be written as minus 1 to the power n a n by a0. This is the comparison, you can say. So interesting fact is what? That means coefficient of x to the power, this summation of root, you can say here, from here, that sum of root taken 1 at a time is equal to minus a1 by a0. What is a1? a1 is the coefficient of x to the power n minus 1. And a0 is coefficient of x to the power n. Similarly, sum of root taken 2 at a time can be written as plus a2 by a0. What is a2? a2 is the coefficient of x to the power n minus 2 divided by coefficient of x to the power n. And hence we can go on. So it can be generalized in a simple manner. What is that generalization? The generalization is sum of root taken r at a time can be written as minus 1 to the power r. If r is 1, it will be minus. If r is 2, it will be plus. Into coefficient of x to the power n minus r divided by coefficient of x to the power n. So means, what can we say? That if you take r root at a time, then it will become minus 1 to the power r divided by coefficient of x to the power n minus r divided by coefficient of x to the power n. And it can justify every term. See, if r equal to 1, that means you are taking sum of root taken 1 at a time. So it will be coefficient of x to the power n minus 1 divided by coefficient of x to the power n. Understand what I'm saying? Clear? Fine. So we can use this thing in different polynomial equations. I'm just giving you one example, a cubic equation. Say I'm writing a cubic equation as x to the x cube minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 has 3 roots. Alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. Now, if it is being asked that what is the value of alpha 1 square plus alpha 2 square plus alpha 3 square, so it can be found out easily. How? First you have to find out, this can be written as a solution. This can be written as alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 whole square minus 2 into alpha 1 alpha 2 plus alpha 1 alpha 3 plus alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3. Means this is sum of root taken 1 at a time, and this sum of root taken 2 at a time. Now you can easily find out this thing from here. We know that sum of root taken r at a time can be written as minus 1 to the power r. R here, if you take r equal to 1, then it will be minus 1 divided by coefficient of x to the power n. What is n here? N is 3. So it will be coefficient of x to the power 3 minus 1 divided by coefficient of x to the power 3. Here it becomes minus, and it is coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Now see here, there is no term of x square, means its coefficient is equal to 0. So it will be equal to 0. Now what about this thing? This is coefficient, this is what? Sum of root taken 2 at a time. It can also be found out from here. You can write here minus 1 to the power 2 coefficient of x to the power 3 minus 2 divided by coefficient of x to the power 3. So it becomes plus coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is what? Minus 5. So it will be minus 5 divided by coefficient of x cube. What is this? 1. So it will be 1. Means minus 5. Now you can easily get this answer. So this can be written as 0 minus 2 into minus 5, that equal to 10. What your answer? Understand? Okay, thank you.